the northern winds blow stands the craftsman, where the tall timbers grow with a chisel like a warrior's spear. Every cut brings the old world near. Hear the Aster in the turning tree, Odin whispering, let creation be. From the north, let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Of the Viking tribes. Ash and oak hold the songs of the bold, echoes of the battles that the skalds once told. Tools sing soft in a rhythmic glide as the grain shows the secrets it tries to hide. Loki's laughter in the chips that fall, but your craft stays true through it all. From the north, let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Raise your meat to the maker's hand, to the craft in the clan of the northern land. Every bowl is a saga born, carved from dusk and shape till morn. From the halls of the gods let the echoes ring of the wood-turning warrior and the stories he brings. Let the world hear the call from the workshop flame, Benjamin Winkle, another name. From the north, let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribe. Of the Viking tribe.
Hello peeps, good morning, welcome in. It's great to see so many of you this morning. It's one lovely day. It's not actually morning here, it's midday, but for you Americans it's really early. I really appreciate it, thank you guys. Henning, good morning. Woody Woodturning, Tim List, and I did see Highbag up there as well. Good morning peeps, welcome in. Thank you for being here this early or midday or whatever it is. So, my community on Discord. If you're new to the place, I have a Discord server that a lot of people hang out with, and we share ideas and tips and tricks and all that stuff. Had like a little challenge thingy that to make a bowl, like a round shaped bowl with like a bubble thingy, and it's hollowed out on the inside as well. So I made one before, I know, but this time I'm going to go a little bit bigger, a little bit different, because everybody else is making one, so I'm going to make one again. I had this piece of ash, and look at that. I got some nice, let me get that up there. Got some good figures on it as well. It had been cracked there, you can see this crack going through it. It cracked all the way, and I just glued it up together again. This is the back side of it. But that would probably show at the end result, but that's fine. It's a nice big piece of ash. It should be 30 by 30 by, I think it's 10 centimeters. I planed it a little bit, so it's a little bit smaller now, but it just looks really well like this. So, That's great, man. Hi, back. You're up really early. I appreciate that so much. And for the rest of you guys, of course, it's really nice if you want to get up that early. So I have already found the center of it. I think this is going to be the top of it because this has the best figure. So this is what I'm going to be the top of it, which means I need to drill a hole here and put it on the worm screw. You can't see that. There's the worm screw. Of course, with the tailstock as support, and I can work on the overall shape and the outside, the backside of it. Make a tenon. It's going to be a recess, of course, and then mount it to a set of jaws. I'm going to go use the big one-way jaws on the talon. I think these will do all right for this project. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. So let's start by making a hole. "45 people. That's great. That's a great start. So let's get that in there. That should be plenty deep enough. So let me just get this camera a little bit better location so you can see actually I'm putting it on. Yeah, this sucks, I know. Sorry guys, but it is what it is. That one is definitely in the way. Now there's a big piece. You need a rather big lathe to handle this without cutting the corners off. Luckily, my lathe is on the big side, so I can do this without too many issues, which is great. So let's see. There, I think that's good. 4 a.m. Jesus, that's when I get up when I need to go to work. 4 a.m. I hope you're you just got up early and not haven't gone to bed yet, because that would ruin your day. It would for me anyway. So let's see. That's all right. I can spin. Let's see there. Oh, it hit the center pretty good. Let's get a little bit of pressure on here. Worm screw is not the best hole, so we're just gonna do the best we can. And of course have the tailstock as support, so we're not going to get into too much trouble or dangerous situations. And I like to line up the tool rest with the back side of it, so I work from the back side and forth. My dearie Lily. 3 a.m. here, we'll go up to a puppy with an ear infection. Oh, that sucks. That's not fun. I hope I pronounce your name all right. I hope our little puppy's going to be all right. What breed is it? We used to have a dog here. We had to put it down like just a year and a half ago, I think. It had really bad knees, and it progressed to the other knee, back knee. So we had to put it down. It was just not a good life for it at the end. So it was only like 7 years old, so it was not that old, 6 or 7. But sometimes stuff like that happens. I mean, we could have got surgery for it. The problem that being, it was like a 50-50 chance of it being better, and the surgery was expensive, and the other knee is starting to going bad as well. So we decided it's not going to be worth it. Might as well just give it peace. So that's something all pet owners had to decide at some point. Oh yeah, well, I hope it's not going to go like that, but sometimes we just have to do what's right. I mean, we could have afforded surgery 1 time, but 2 times was going to be too much for us, so we didn't have much choice for it. So we're going like 400 RPMs here, not that quick. We're just going to start by squaring off the bottom. Just a little bit all around. Oh, let me just get the dust extractor on me. There it is. So I like to square off the bottom and make it kind of flat, so I have something to work from. And then I like to do push cuts around the side. Hey soldier, good morning. We can go a little bit quicker. Now my lathe is big and heavy, so it can take a lot before it starts wobbling. So if you're new to the channel, please, if you can, leave me a like and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. I stream once a week and I make a few shorts here and there, and whenever I have time for it I make full-length video, all woodturning related. I am a part-time production woodturner and woodturning teacher, so this is a big part of my life. I've been doing this for over a decade. So this is, yeah, it's a hobby gone a little overboard, but that's alright, I enjoy it. Yeah, that morning, Richard. Yeah. My wife was nice this morning. I woke up kind of early, so just laid in bed and doozed until a little bit. And when she woke up and got out of bed, she brought me a cup of coffee. That was really, really nice. So I was able to stay in bed longer than I normally would and just, you know, hang around and enjoy coffee. That was really great. It's good morning. It's good morning. How you been out partying? That's a long party. I don't think I will be able to hold on for that long in my age. I mean, it's not because I'm that old, it's just because I get tired really quickly and I want to go to bed. So, almost ready to go and take a lot of material off to get it to a round place. We don't party. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if this is a better view, but let's just try to zoom in a bit more. I don't think that's a good view, is it? I should have put on socks today. I'm getting shavings in my shoes. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's all right. It's getting harder and harder. Yeah, I can imagine that. If you pay attention a little bit, you can see that I'm moving the tool rest quite a bit, because it's actually a lot better to have the tool rest as close as possible at all times. A lot less stress on the tool rest, the tool and everything else. So and that way you're going to get a more stable cut. And this piece of ash is just beautiful to work with. I mean, you can see the shaving coming off this. It's just great. I'm still just only 800 RPM, just shy of 800 RPM, so it's not because I'm going fast or anything. I'm just steady cut and pushing it through the timber, which is great. And I want to say another thing. A big thank you for everybody who donated for my birthday present. That's really nice of you all. I do appreciate it so much. And on Monday I will order the couch that you all pitched in for. So thank you guys so much. If you don't know, one of my community member put up a GoFundMe to get a birthday present for me, which was really nice of him, taking the time and effort to do that. So it's going to be a Robert Sorby Excelsior 1/2-inch ball gouge without a handle, because I use my own handle with a collar inside, so a lot. It's actually great for me. Oh, there we can see. You can just see the crack that the glue up I did. So it's going to be visible at the end as well. It is what it is though. It's fine. I mean, it's either that or I should cut it up in smaller pieces or just burn the whole thing, and I think that would be a shame. Right angle iron. What do you mean by right angle iron? I can see it's been translated automatically, so let me just see what you mean actually. Oh, I think you're asking me what kind of angle I'm using on my gouge. Is that correctly, Henning? This is a 45-degree ball gouge. With a somewhat swept back grind on it, or fingernail grind, if you would like to say. So that was actually pretty nice there. If you see it start bouncing, yeah, I can get it again. It means that you're pushing your tool through the timber too quickly, and you need to slow down. Either that or speed up the lathe. I know, I didn't think I wanted to speed up the lathe like that. Tyson from Canada. I'm doing well, sir. Thank you for joining me. So let's just have a look. So the thing is, this is going to be a bubble shape kind of thing. So I'm just going to really quickly see, do I have a measuring thingy? I do not. So I'm just going to use my analog calipers. So these are 90 point. So let's just go 90 because I'm going to lose a little bit more here and there. So that'll be 45. So that's about there. Crazy scary. What's crazy scary? I'm sorry, I didn't. So if you don't know, if you want to make a perfect circle or close to a perfect circle, so that's 45 mil. And so again, that's going to be 45 there. And from this end, it's going to be like 45 here. So I'm just going to put in markings. And if you want to make a sphere or circle, you divide that into halves again, and the same with the side. Oops, something like that. Okay, so what would be safe now is to take from that line to that line of root material, and then you can just really easily take in the make the curve, I mean. So let's just go get the tool set at somewhat RPM using that's 800 RPM only, so it's not that quickly. So I'm just going to connect the two lines. At about a 45-degree angle. You see there, start jumping a little bit. It means I'm going too quickly. Hey, Michael. We are making that ball that some of the community's been talking about. So I thought it's going to be fun to make one. But you know me, I'm going to make it bigger than most of the other guys because I like to show off a little bit. And so the other side's going to be the same. Nickel away, connect the lines. A nice little push cut action. Get some cool shavings. So there you go. Nothing left on a show off a board yet. Well, you know me. I try my best. That's a good view. There, got the lathe up to I think about 1500, and then just start by rounding out the corners. Ooh, that's nice, Michael. Which one is it? Anyone we know? try to hit that line. There. That's close. It's actually really close. This new one. Ooh, that's nice. So I need to have better cuts down here. I have so many tear outs. Come on. Straight lathe, when the tool rest is locked in, it really is locked in, but it's also annoying to, it's not really that sharp, that tool. Get loose again after that. What, Chucker Caleb? Hello. Oh yeah, I do one-on-one lessons, virtual lessons if you're interested, but you know. See if I got that tear out sorted. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's great. Yeah, just get in touch with me if you're interested, Tyson. All you need is a phone and a good set of earphones. Maybe someone to help you move the camera here and there, and you do it virtual. So I think we're going to go down a little bit slower on the speed because I think. There you go. Let's see if you can get that. Maybe get the camera on the other side as well. A little bit light in there. Sounds nice. So big secret for getting a good cut is actually taking the time, going low. Yes, that's the center line. Okay, I can refine that. What I do with the wood chips? Well, actually, some of them during the summer, because I make a lot of them, I sell to people with horses. They use on the outside pens to take up some of the moisture. But in the winter time, I normally just stuff them in a paper bag and burn them.
So I put in some base burn, like wood or briquettes, the base of my wood stove, and make a fire going, and I have that on top of it, and it lasts actually quite a long time. It's cheap, it's easy, and it works well. I think I got enough balance in this now that I can take away my tailstock and just do my recess. Yeah, so I'll buy like a huge stack of paper bags like you get at the baker, stuff like that, you know, and make sure they're all paper and not coated with plastic or what have you. And I just stuff in the shavings as hard as I can without the bag breaking, and I put that in top of the fire, and it just burns really well, nice and slow. Smolder for a long time. So yeah, it's I think it works pretty well, and it doesn't shut up everything as people think they do. So it actually, normally we have our chimney clean every year, but for some reason we didn't get it clean last year. So we went 2 years, and the chimney guy who went out to clean it, I asked him if it was like normal. Looks like a Parmesan cheese. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? I asked him if it looks normal to him, or was any X amount, and he says no, it's actually rather clean looking, that chimney. And I told him it's been 2 years since our last clean, and he was really surprised. So it burns clean as well, which is nice. So we can keep our fuel consumption, because I live in the town area, so I don't have access to my own firewood, so I need to buy everything. So we buy wood briquettes, and the first year we had the stove in, we burned almost 2 cubic meters or 2 pallet worth of briquettes. But the next year, when I started doing that with the wood chips, we only burned half a pallet worth of briquettes, so that's a quarter of a normal consumption. So that was well worth it. Actually, yeah, it could be one of them curling stones. I think it's about the same size, kinda. But yeah. So I'm going to go as close to the edge as I can. Just take my chisel, my skew, clean up the side and the bottom corner, and the bottom part here. The skew is actually really good for this. I mean, it's not supposed to do stuff like this, but it does it really well, so I'm just going to keep doing it. If a tool works for the job, you're doing it right. And you shouldn't care about what other people think. Okay. So the bottom part here, I'm gonna do something with it at the end. I'm gonna reverse chuck it, probably with the vacuum, because I have it, so I might as well use it. But there are other ways you can do that as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that bottom up. It's ash. Yes, it's a nice piece of ash. So let's see. That looks pretty clean. Because I have another chuck with the jaws that I'm going to use, I can just test fit it and see if it works well. And it's kind of looks like it. And it runs true, which is even better. So I can take it off the other side. There. Oh, sorry. No, it's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to screw it off because I got a worm screw on. Come on, get back in it. There you go. So that's off. It's a beautiful piece, that one. Might as well get that worm screw out and put that in its place. It's dry. Yeah, I mostly work with dry wood. Because that's what I prefer, really. But sometimes I have to work with wet timber. That is true. That is true. Every line growth ring is 1 year of growth from the tree, and this tree was especially rather old. But yeah, it's commercially harvested, so it comes from a commercial forest, which means they're gonna replant it and all that. So, and it's SFC certified, which means they will take care of the environment and replant. So my supplier only deals in FSC certified timbers, so that's why I'm sure of it. The fun fact, actually, if your supplier is FSC certified and supply you with timber that's certified, as soon as you get it into your workshop, it's not certified anymore. Because if you don't have the certification, like I don't, the certification line, the track, it's broken, so they can't track it properly, which means it's technically not certified anymore. It's politics, but it is what it is. Camera, stay still, please. And I think that's going to be right. Red tape bullshit. Yes, that's for sure. But the same thing with food grade products, right? Finishes and what have you. If you haven't made that product in a food safe and controlled environment, that product is not food safe anymore, which is crazy. So if you make your own product and call it food safe, you can't do that, even though it basically is. And that's just the law. I mean, that's the law in Europe anyway. In the time it took, kind of an entire bastard with his feet. Yeah. Well, that's the difference, right? I do this for fun, but if I were to make a staircase spindle, let's say this, let me just get the camera in. This year staircase spindle, I can make this in about between 7 and 10 minutes from start to finish. So that's production turning, that's nothing else. I do this just to have fun. So there's a difference. I'm not in a hurry, I'm not in a rush. working on Sunday. Well, actually, I would be surprised if they're not like really accurate, because that's what they've been doing for many years. So they're actually pretty accurate, even more accurate than you believe they should be. So it's actually, they are talented, they are skilled, and their work environment is unsafe and unhealthy, but they are really skilled. So there's no doubt about that. I wouldn't try and challenge them to a speed contest because they would win. But when it comes to safety, it's something different. I think I know about 2 European turners that could match the speed of those turners from India. One is Steve Jones, UK turner. The other one is Dave Dalby, also UK turner. They would be able to match them. Yeah. So this is what I do when I enjoy myself. Last weekend I did production woodturning, and that was different. Because it was all about speed and accuracy. So I think that's right. So this is not too bad actually. If you look from the top here, that is really close to being the same on both sides. I am self-taught, yes. I had one woodturning class in my life, and it's where I learned to make a big vase. Sorry, a big vase hollow form with a special tool. But that's the only class I ever had. It was a great class. I learned a few tips, but when I was done, it was nothing I couldn't have figured out myself within like 10 hours of working with that tool. So it was good. Nice techniques. It was fun. It was different. My boss gave me that course because I really wanted it, so he paid for it. Would I have paid for it myself? Maybe. I don't know. This is going to be a bubble bowl. So it's going to be a bubble bowl, or like a donut shaped bowl or what have you. So I'm just going to refine the shape a little bit with some 120 sandpaper. I get the outside looking well. And this sandpaper is not great anymore. It's actually breaking apart, so now this pad here is... Okay, there you go. I got it off. It's just some cheap sandpaper I bought like many years ago, but I ran out of the good stuff. I didn't want to buy more. I'm gonna get the coffee. That's good. So let's see. I think that's about good. Stop, please. Yeah, I think that's right. That's good. Carbon thin. Yeah, it does help quite a bit. It's different though. It's like when a metal worker that's used to working on lathe wants to start wood turning, and you think, oh, this is going to be easy for me because I'm used to working with a lathe. And well, yeah, you have some advantages, but that's about it really. You know, a little bit how to clamp stuff and put it on, but all of that, you know, it's a lot different working with lathe. But it's fun though. It's always fun to learn something new and enjoy the process. I enjoy it anyway. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a continuation of the shape, just a little bit. So that should be 45 from here to there. That would be the complete circle. That would be there. It's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go half that. So half of 45, that's 22.5. So about there. So there. So I'm going to go from there to there in a curve. And then I'm going to hollow it out underneath. Hopefully. That's what I hope to do. Yeah. Coffee is great. So let's see. So if I need to go 22.5 mil in, like there. So let's see. Getting close. So it's actually that depth in there, not out there, which means I'm really close. So there, which means I should just curve this. Something like this. And that feels about right. Not completely though. I need to take a little bit more off the top here, but that's okay. So that's all right. We've got almost like a donut shape. don't know if that's a better view. It's kind of a weird view, isn't it? So it feels like that one's a little bit too much. Oh yeah, so that's good. Now I can hollow this out and start hollowing underneath. And I have 90mm to go. Minus, that's about 1 centimeter, so that's going to be 80, and then I need some room, so that's going to be 85-ish, something like this. So I can go all the way down this deep. So I got a lot more material I can remove. So it's just a matter of following this puppy out. Getting some grooves started. Maybe I should have a longer arm for this camera. But, you know. So now we're having the fun part, the hollowing out process. And I like to do it in steps like this, because then as soon as I have the steps established, it's a lot easier for the next one. Hey Clement! So yeah, following is the most satisfying part of wood turning, that's for sure. But I'm just going to let you enjoy this, take my sweet time with it. Oh yeah, next week's stream is going to be on Saturday, not Sunday, because we have plans. So 75, yep, I need to go 75 deep. I was wondering what you were on about, but yeah, I just remember that I talked about how deep I should go. So how is that new lathe coming, Clement? If you don't know, Clement just got a beast of a lathe. It's really, really beauty. 20-inch swing, 32-inch length, 3 horsepower motor with an inverter on it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lathe. and he had just realized what I mean when I said that those lathes that he had before, or like the thin janky ones, are not really good lathes, and they're not worth spending time on. And he messaged me, I think it was yesterday or the day before. He said, what she said really, how did you phrase it? I am now starting to relearn everything I know about wood turning. Because before you were fighting the lathe, right? And now the lathe is working with you. So it's a whole lot of thing. And actually, it's great to hear. It's a great lathe. I think it's a great one. If I wasn't in the position I were in, it's probably going to be one of the lathes I would have gone with, to be honest. Because it's so great to build. And at a really, really good price. If you compare to what you get, compared to the other big name brands out there. Yeah, I can imagine, Michael. I would be as well. But yeah, I'm happy for him that he was able to get it done. No vibration at all. Yeah, it's just another thing, isn't it? It's just a completely different thing. It's like when you used to ride a moped, and you think that's fun and great and all, but then you suddenly buy a motorcycle, and then you experience what it's all about, really. Good morning, Cindy. And having a banjo that I can move, yeah, it's so much better, isn't it? It's just so much better. You guys, I know I say it, but I don't think I say it enough. I'm really, really glad and happy that you guys are willing to get up this early just to hang around with me while I do my stream. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. Now, when I mean this early, I'm talking about the Americans, because you heard that, you know, some people get up like 4 and 5 in the morning to be at the stream. Some people are just coming home from a party. But yeah, thank you guys. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Have a good day, Caleb. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that, Michael. Yeah, it's practically lunchtime. Now, at my new job, I get up like 4:30 in the morning to be at work at 6. So I mean, it's all right though, because I'm off early at like 2 o'clock. So that's pretty cool. Now it feels like I'm kind of in, feeling like I am really close to being there, but when looking at the calibers, I still have a lot more to go. But yeah, it's there's still a long way. It just feels strange. So I should probably switch to a bottom gouge. Um, um, well, it's a company who make concrete tiles. And they asked me to run one of their production lines, so they're training me to do that. They hired me as a temp, just out of the blue, through an agency, and they kind of like me a little bit. I don't know why really, but they do. And they asked me to be a forklift driver there for the summer, and I did that for a couple of weeks, and then they approached me and asked if I would be willing to be a full-time employee and step into that part of their production. And so I have been trying that for 2 weeks, and I like it. It's really high tempo work, and it's really tough. Like I had my pulse up the entire day, because there's no standing still, because the concrete that they use is wet concrete, and it cannot last that long before it needs to be in the molds and out of the machine. So I'm really close now. But if you're too slow with the things you're doing, the concrete will harden a little bit too much, so the tiles you're making will be bad, and then it's a shit show from there. So you need to move really, really quickly, and don't walk, you run. You don't take the steps up one step at a time, you jump up, stuff like that. So well, I enjoy being busy. I enjoy having stuff to do and not sitting still. I don't like a job that, a lot of it is just sitting around and waiting. I don't really enjoy that. I like to have something to do, because it's just, so I find it pretty good. The issue is, my bag is not 15-20 years old anymore, and I have issues. So it's a matter of if my back can do it. So far it's holding up. I just need to do some stretches mid-work, like every couple of hours, do a few stretches, and it seems to hold up pretty well. And just, think about what I'm doing and way to improve it, and so far it's good. So I think that's going to be the bottom depth of it. So yeah, I think that's going to be good. Now I need to hollow out on that side there, and as you know, there's not really a good way to do that without a little bit of specialized tools, but I'm not afraid of that. So I'm going to start with that and see. See how that's going to go. Just taking my time and hollowing this out. This is actually kind of fun that I'm able to see what I'm doing, because normally I'm not when I do this. Yeah, that sounds fun, Michael. I think I would enjoy that job as well. I think I would enjoy that job as well, to be honest. Let's see how well I can get. I'm going to be able to hollow this out. I think I'm going to be able to do it pretty well, to be honest. I don't know if the other guys did something like this the same, but put too much load there. I think I'm close to the point where I need to move the tool rest, which is great. So let's just do that. Oh no, crapoli! I think I might have broken the carbide on that one, so because it just fell down. You know, putting stuff on your lathe is not the best thing you can do. Yeah, I broke that carbide. I think I have another one. So let's just give me a minute and I will see if I can find it. Should be oh, there they are. Got a few, and I just need like the Allen key for it, because that's a really small Allen key. There it is. I keep it in a little plastic bag, because otherwise it's going to disappear. Just send it into submission. Well, I can imagine I'm going to have to do something like that as well, so don't feel too bad about that.
Get out here. Luckily, I had an extra. I don't have too many left, but you know. It's really small carbide. There. That should do it. Get that a little tight, not too much though, because I need to be able to take it off. And the like I said, the key was not too big. Keep that screw for a rainy day, and get it back in the drawer so don't lose it if it happens again. Okay. You tried 2 times for the West Does It challenge. Ooh. I think I saw your mallet. That looks pretty cool, actually. It looks like more like a gavel, but it does the same thing, doesn't it? Just not as hard. I need to move that mouse cursor because it's actually in the way. Oh, using it temporizing meat. Yeah, you had some orders from Mallet, didn't you, Michael? I think we talked about it. Did it come through, or did they end up not doing it? Let's see. And of course, I'm going to use colors because I am me, and it would be disappointing for you guys if I didn't, wouldn't it? Okay. Need to stop this and have a look. Oh, you get one. You got one. It's cool. Got an airbrush.
So yeah, it's coming along. Yeah. Great thing about this, actually, I can sit on my lathe, rather comfortable, and just go to town. Hello, Wood. Welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. I think my ambition is going to be limited by my tool, which is all right though. I mean, at least I got a reason not to go too crazy. Don't put yourself down, Michael. Do not do that, mate. You're way better than that. Lola Daniels, I am making a bubble ball, which is actually kind of like a donut ball, to be honest, really. So right now I'm trying to undercut it and make it like even thickness all the way around in here. That's what I'm doing. And normally I would prefer doing most of my work with traditional tools, but you know, this, I wouldn't trust any traditional tools in here, so I'm going carbide. Feels like I should go on the other side of the lathe for once, which is going to be fun. I think this view is going to be the best for that. I'm just going to get rid of some of all that shavings in here, because there are a lot. That's just a part of it. So let me just get to the other side of the lathe. Woohoo! Come on, I need my trick the piece for cracks. Yeah, I have, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got that part. That's a crack up here, but it's cracked from glue up, because it was broken. Yeah, so that's about close as I can go. Well, we have to push our limits sometimes, Michael. That's how we get better. But yeah, thank you for reminding me, Lola Daniels. So, yeah, getting close to there. 2 whiskey barrels. And around a bottle worth of whiskey between them two. Oh. Well, you know, at some point I'm going to go visit you so you can just keep it, right? That'd be great. I wouldn't mind. So that there. And there. Okay, so I think that's about all I can do with that one. So let's get the other one in. And first to stop the lathe. Yeah, I don't know when it's going to be. I'm hoping that I can convince my family to go to Scotland or in Ireland, you know, and all that stuff next summer. So it's about there. Okay, I just need to feel where the bump is. See if I can get rid of that. Yeah, I'm not looking at the check that much right now, because my bag is towards that. So I'm sorry if I missed anything. Hello, Nikolai. Scottish tequila. It's a weird thing, isn't it? Let's see. It's just a matter of smoothing it out as much as I can. Wood, yeah, hello. Everyone comes in November, I reckon. Oh, nice. Oof. Well, the problem is November, it's where I have Gary over. So I'm going to be booked most of November, just, you know, getting that stuff organised. So it's actually, oof, yeah, that, I see that's why. Maybe, let me just try again with this one. See if I can get there. Well, it does actually do it, if I just do it like that. Okay. Okay, so that's really just close and slow and just... Okay, let's see how that did. Good morning, guys. So that's not too bad. Let me just get a gouge in and clean that bottom rib off. So that's going to be from the normal side, so that's going to be great. So that I can do it like that, so that's good. Still need to make some wooden slippers. Oh, well, that sounds like a challenge. Can't shout at the slipper challenge. I mean, it's not much of a slipper challenge, is it? I know there are like Japanese or Asian styles one. They like use quite a bit, so it's possible. Or I can just cheat and use the CNC, right? Well, let me just tell you a weird story about the language thingy. Slippers in Denmark is called sutter, eller hjemmesutter, home slippers. And sutter is also a slang for a blowjob. So there could actually be a conversation in Denmark where a man asked the wife, "Could you bring me a new pair of slippers when you go to the grocery stores?" What would be translated directly from Danish, "Could you go and get me a blowjob from the grocery store?" So I mean, yeah, it's weird, it's strange, but it's Danish. So now it's the stupid sanding time. Rather aggressive 120 sandpaper, just to get smooth out a little bit. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. It's a stupid drill, and it just resonates crazy with my microphone. I'm sorry about that, but I can't do anything about that, to be honest. I could sand by hand, but that's going to take quite a bit of time. I appreciate that. Yeah, it just goes a lot faster, doesn't it? It's so much quicker. But now, really soon, the fun part starts, because we're going to color this. It's going to be great. Round about inside our other piece. Yeah. I'm just going to be careful with the belt sander not to get a flat spot. Yeah, the angle sander was great, actually. No, belt sanders actually pretty well. Just be careful not to get a flat spot, because the belt sanders tend to have a flat, hard surface to sand on. So you need to take a little bit of care, but it should be doable. It should work really well. The sanding pad I'm using has a foam pad on it, so it actually contours and follow the piece a little bit. So it's not too bad. Not firm, a foam pad. So that's sanded. So let me just take it up 2 more grits. That was 120, rather aggressive. So let me just remove some of the scratch marker. But yeah, I wish I had a different machine for sanding. I should have an angle sander. I think I should try and find one somewhere, but I don't know how to find it. So if anybody has a link or any idea where I can find one, drop me a link. Preferably for a European vendor on the Discord, because I think I definitely would get one. Just, you know, to help you guys out, and because I think it would be an awesome tool to have, because I'm well aware of the sound this makes. It's so annoying. Yeah, the ball sander thingy, I had one of those. They're not as effective for stuff like this, and they are less effective on a than a drill like this. This is way more effective and goes a lot quicker. So yeah, I don't use them that much. So let's see where we are with this. It's actually not too bad. Oh, the cameras are getting a lot of dust on them because so let's see what we're going to do with the colors. I'll have a big scratch here on the back side. I need to get rid of that. You can see there, that's a big scratch. I need to get rid of that. So unfortunately it's back to 120 on that to get that away. Shouldn't take that long. Almost gone. So that did it. Yeah, that did it. Final sandpaper on it. It's a glue. I glued it. So the whole piece was actually cracked. A third of it was missing. You're talking about this crack here, right? So you're talking about this crack. So it goes all the way over here. So this entire part here, everything from here and up was actually detached. And I glued it up like weeks ago. So I was pretty sure that's going to hold. With tight bend 3. I think if that's the crack you're talking about, yeah, I was pretty sure that was going to hold. Yep. Okay. Not familiar with them. What are you saying there?
Okay. So I can take that off now. What's that? Nothing important. We can we're going to have a little hydration break. I think it's that time, isn't it? Pepsi, I'm here. You can sponsor me anytime. Just FYI. FYI. I know I say this quite a lot, but you know, if I'm not saying it all the time, it will never happen. Probably never would anyway, but you know, if you don't try it, it's not going to happen. What finish am I putting on it? Well, now the turning is done, right? Now the fun part starts. The guys that usually here knows exactly what's going to happen. So I'm going to get out my airbrush. One of them anyway. I have different nozzles in those. There, and that one. And I have different nozzles in it. So I can do really detailed stuff and not so detailed stuff rather easy. And have a quick connect on my hose, so I can just plug them in, they're ready to go. It's going to end up with something like a matte lacquer on top of it because the colors and all that. So it's either that or wax. I can't use an oil because that will just do something with the colors that I don't want. So let me just get rid of, make sure that most of the dust. Purple today. I'm going to use some purple, that's for sure. So you can see I am so dirty myself. And actually my work table in the background is really dirty. So let me just get that really quick with this. Listen to the lady. All right. Just so I have a clean place to work when I'm starting to get in the colors and all that out. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it just needs to be somewhat reasonable. Use purple. Well, should I turn the camera for this? Like this? Or hold on. Something like that, right? So, what's going on? There. There? There? Let's see. That one. Go there. Probably a bit more zoomy zoom. Like that. That one there. So that's good. Okay. I think this is the best one so far in. So we got, you said purple. What's you guys in purple? I'm going to use, you want purple as the base color? So let's see. If that's what you want. So let's see the purple. The purple is kind of like, it doesn't show properly on that camera. Actually, this camera is a lot better for color. There you go. That's the purple you want. Oh, Lola, you're in for surprise. I'm not that subtle that I'm just going to go one color and another color on the side. I got a whole lot of thing planned, so don't you worry. But yeah, do you wanted that purple? Let me get my that there. So does that what you want? Okay. And yeah, this is my biggest nozzle. But only at half power though. I don't want to go too much on it. Okay. Now I think the inside's going to go either bright red or black. What you guys think? Or I could just definitely go purple. I mean, if I want black, I can always put black in there. Okay. Yeah, I can always add the dark, so don't worry about that. That's, you know, going darker is easy enough. It's just a matter of adding it. Okay. That's step one. Let's make sure that the color dries. So I'm going to get my grandmother's hairdryer out. And this is actually my grandmother's hairdryer. Has to be red. Read. And you can see the color goes a lot lighter when it dries. Now this is ash, I could just go with the burning effect. I just don't want to today. I want to do a bit more, a bit extra, a bit special. So that's step one, that's the base color. Now you know what to do.
Yeah, so let's think that was a nice surface, and let's do something about it. Okay, I need something a bit tougher than that. You want to come in? Oops, sorry, you don't see it. You just hear the awful sound of my sanding. Okay, so I'm sorry if I disappointed whoever is new here. This is actually a new way of doing something I've done before. It's normally I have wood that is highly figured, and this is not highly figured, so there was no way of recreating the effect that I was after without doing something crazy.
Okay. Now, with the purple, you know I'm going to have to go with the yellow. So what I'm doing, what I'm hoping is going to happen, is I'm going to go with all the places that I took off the color, purple, and adding yellow. And after this, I'm going to go, I think, with a little bit finer tool, airbrush or needle, and accent the lines a bit more. Yeah, that airbrush is really great for stuff like this. If you have a little bit of practice with it, it's rather easy to be somewhat precise with it in a rather short amount of time. So just gonna, I know this reminds a little bit about a leopard pattern, somewhat random thingy or camo thing. But yeah, it's going to turn out a bit different, hopefully. So with the purple and the yellow, I think a nice thing would be either a bright red, like postal red kind of color, or a hey Judge, a jelly bean. Well, that's all right. I like jelly beans. So this needs to dry now. Otherwise the color's going to mix too much. How much I want for this piece? What would you offer? I'm in Denmark, so it's going to be plus shipping though. Give me an offer. Well, it's not done yet, so don't be too happy about it. Morning art, yes, sir. That is. let's see when it's done, Lola. Right? Let's see when it's done if you still like it and we can talk about it. Because it's not done yet. So let's see, what's this here? 1.3. So 1.5. I think I'm going to go in with a 1.5. I think that should be good. If I can get it to work. So I think that brilliant red, it's probably going to be £50. I mean, that's almost costing the cost of the materials. So I would say no to that. The materials for this piece is 300 Danish. And divide that by 9. So I mean, I need yeah, it's not going to be enough. Hold on, I just need to have a look at this one. So that's why it's not working, it's blocked. There you go. Now it should be working. I mean, I tried 3 airbrushes and it didn't work. I mean, I can imagine one of the airbrushes might be not working properly, but not all 3 of them. If you join my Discord, I will be happy to talk with you about it. Discord is in the more section on my channel. Or you can send me an email directly. My email address is also in the description. I mean, I think that's actually going to work in pretty well with the blue also, or maybe a green. A link for the Discord or my email address in chat, Michael, if you can, please. My email address would just be bw.wood@outlook.dk. That's bright and spotty. Yeah. The ladies wanted purple. I mean, and I'm smart enough and lived long enough not to argue with ladies. So thank you, Michael. Yeah. That is right. That is right. Good morning, K9. How are you today? You at work? Customizable brochure. Ooh, yeah. That can get expensive. I mean, we had custom windows put in our house, because it's our house is like 100+ years old. Well, it's 100 this year, to be honest. And we wanted something that was true to the house, and not just something random plasticky thing you just dropped in for nothing. So we had them custom built and with the design that we think would be good for the house, because we're planning on being here for many years and we just want it to look nice. Ouch. You have been missing too many live streams, but life is more important than just me on my streams, right? So don't sweat too much about that. do 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 do. Don't do that, mate. We're just here to have fun, right? And I mean, this colouring thing, yeah, most of you guys will be able to do that as well. I have no doubt in my mind. All comes down to it, it's just random stuff. Let's see. I think I got it. Interior designer. No, well, yeah, I could probably have let you in on that secret. Now, don't hate me for this. I think I have an idea. Probably not that one. It's probably going to be more of a... Yeah, probably. I think this would be best. I don't know, something clogging up the feed hoses on my colorings. We'll let you in on Discord. Okay. Hey, Wood, are you still here, Wood? So let's see, there... expires after never. Share invite. There. Let me just see if I can do... Let me see if I can add that into the... Sorry, it's a bit difficult, but there, that's a link for the Discord. That don't expire. I need to do something about it. I'm sorry, but you know that's one way to do it. No, these are not from Tiny Turner. These are from a European company. I don't have a deal with any colour suppliers at the moment, which is a shame. Other than Tiny Turner's pigments, but that, you know, that's a different thing. I mean, I need a better supply of natural gloves than these crabby ones. And it is case sensitive. Yeah, you cannot click the links. They need to be on the computer to click links. Sorry. So you need to manual enter the entire thing. Yeah, but apparently it's not working at the moment. That thing. What I can do for you, Lola, send me an email, right? And I will send you a link for the Discord. Straight there, that'll work. You can. It's a clickable link. That would be the easiest way right now. I just need to do it when I'm done streaming, of course. Do you think the purple inside is not right? You think it should be black? Yeah, no worries, Lola. I'll make sure to get back to you. You can send it now, or you can send it later. It's fine. But I will make sure to get back to you. Green, blue. Where is the? It's no black. Violet, crimson, yellow, brown. Aqua. Want a brown? There's no black. Good thing I got something for that. Or should I go with, you know, the black in there? It's not going to be... Do the inside red. Right, this is a little bit too late to do red inside because that's already purple. So I can only go darker. But I could sand it down a little bit and get some of it away, and then probably red will stick. So I can do that. I can do that. Well, that was a lot of dust. And I did see you coming there, Cindy. Well, there are still some, you can see it over here, and I cannot get that away. But it is what that is. So let's see, that's crimson. I don't want, probably not the best one. It's brilliant red. Or is clarinet. I think brilliant red is the best one. Right? Now that color is not doing it justice. Yeah, now it's more like a ruby red. Let me just try to get that. The thing is, ambient camera and colors, it's really difficult to show. But there you go. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Yeah, I think that's about it. Well, you should all know I'm just winging it, most of it, color part wise. I'm just trying and see if it works. So there you go. It's not because I am exceptional good at anything. It's just a lot of trial and error. And that's matte lacquer. That's gloss lacquer. That's sanding sealer. Good. No, actually, it's true. I'm just winging it. I'm just trying and see how it goes. So, get a few coat of sanding sealer on it. Yeah, we could call it that, Michael. Wait, I need to make sure that it's completely dry first. I was almost getting ahead of myself. I think it was a good choice adding the greenish like aqua accents in the center of it. Or the tainted flame, right? Yeah, that was going to be the best part, really. It's going to be at the lacquer. It's when the color actually starts to show. It actually precariously, what does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that I don't know what that word is. Can someone explain it to the stupid thing? This means like your experience. Huh. Okay. Nah, mate. I don't like it like that. You know that. That's not me. Well, nobody can create this exact piece, but you can make something similar. I'm pretty sure. I hate those drying, waiting for it to dry. It's just annoying. Yes, I have done stuff that looks awful. I mean, believe it or not, this is the first time I did it with a somewhat plain piece of timber, and did the whole spotting thing with just sanding. So this is the first time I ever did it, and to be honest, I thought there was more figure in this. That's why I choose it. So I really just came up with the idea on doing that with the sandpaper when the sandpaper touched the wood the first time with my drill. So, yeah. I just saw it and thought, well, this could work. And I just tried it. And it turned out alright. So, yeah. Good morning, Venice. So, where's my scissors? Don't tell me I've been stupid to just put them anywhere. I have. I have this lovely, lovely pair of scissors. Oh, there it is. That is extremely old. I got them from my grandfather's workshop as well. All I did with it was just sharpen it and give it a service. And it is really, really a nice pair. They are just great. You cannot get them in like that anymore. I don't believe, anyway. So I'm just gonna go over this with some really fine steel wool, just to take the high spots off from the sanding sealer. Well, more people in, great. I mean, what with 41 likes? I mean, that's great. That is amazing. They were made to last. Exactly, they were made to last. Not like some of the tools we get today, like the yeah. Or just, you know, use them and throw them away. And I think that's sad. Oh, there you go. That's the colour coming out. It doesn't make it right still. Hmm. Do 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 do. I mean, I wish there were a quicker way for drying. But they are not. All right, K9, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Sure, you changed your name, didn't you? What happened? Bending over my age, need to make sounds. It's just how it is, really. Okay. Get me a W. It's crazy, actually. The last 2 streams I did was production Woodturning, right? And in my opinion, it's kind of boring, but it's a lot of views. Look today, I got like 15, 20 people here. I mean, it's cool. I don't mind. But the views are dropping. But this is way more interesting, in my opinion. What is it? It's a ball. And it's hollowed out here on the inside as well. So it is following the shape on the outside. Added some colors. Because I can. And I think a life without color is boring. So there you go. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Aaron McNeon. I don't know. Make your own Woodturning, I think. I butchered that name. Yes, sir, I did. But thank you for that. McNeon. Okay. I'm just going to say Aaron, right? It's going to be a lot easier for me. Like soldier, just say soldier, and artisan Woodturning by Cindy, and you know. Well, thank you. I do try my best. It's actually kind of fun butchering other people's name. I think it's one of the best things about streaming. Sometimes I get it right, like Highback Heritage Woodturning. I got his right in the first try, and he was not used to that, so there you go. But yeah, yours was just a little bit difficult for me. It's all right. Well, I use colors on most of my things because I have just seen enough of plain wood. So that's what I do. Yeah, soldier. I know. My memory will never be able to remember that. I will try, of course, but I don't think my brain will let me remember your gym. I know your gym, but right off the bat, I will not be able to just pull it out of my head. Ooh, someone sub. Thank you, whoever did that. Number 3 on the list. I don't know who that is. Join my Discord, dude. If you join my Discord, I'll be happy to have any conversation with you. You can do it on email as well. It's fine with me. But Discord is actually a really good place for stuff like that. But it's up to you. Email, Discord. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can. Okay, so that just needs to harden up a little bit more. I don't think this is going to need any fine sanding. There you go. I mean, it's not perfect for colors. Let me just try to get some of the lights. That might be a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. Actually, a little bit darker in real life. So around what you see around here is a really good, almost good representation of what it actually looks like. Oh, there actually, that was not too bad. Now this needs to harden a little bit better. Oh, you can do that, Brian. Oil pastels. I do have Facebook, yeah. And you can just find me by my name, Benjamin Winkle. That will be us all right as well. So this needs to, like, tomorrow, the lacquer will be cured enough so I can reverse chuck it in here without damaging everything, or use the vacuum. Then I can do the back side of it, because right now, I mean, is it? It's all right to touch, so I can take it off now. Oh, it's heavy. Wow, it's actually rather heavy. So the bottom, it's not done. And I don't want to do anything with it yet. And it will actually sit on this rim right here. I don't want it to do that. I want it to sit on this outer rim. So what I'm going to do, as soon as this lacquer is cured in 1 or 2 days, I'm going to put it up on the vacuum chuck and turn the bottom of it. So yeah, what's going on? What are you talking about? Edit on Facebook. Never heard of Discord. That's all right. Discord's actually pretty cool. It's easy to do like group voice chats and video calls and all that there as well. But yeah, that's what Discord is for. I think you're spot on the money there, Michael. That would be a good price for it. But we'll have a talk with Lola about it if she still wants it. Always groovy colors. Yeah, I try my best, you know. I try my best. I think this is a great piece. It's big. It's actually rather big. So yeah, that's compared to my head. So it's actually not a small piece. It's kind of fun. Tainted flames. And of course, like always, I'm going to make the bottom nice on it. Hello, Vanlot. Make the bottom nice on it and add my my stamp on it. So it's going to be nice as well. I can see there's not cured enough because when I turned it around, my fingerprints is left on the bottom there, Lola. So it's going to be permanent. The problem is it's reversed when I use this. That's all right. But there you go. That was today's project. And I think it turned out pretty good. So the bottom is going to be plain, just one color, but with my stamp in the middle of it. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoy that. My logo, of course. So I have some staircase spindle I need to do. I'm not going to stream that. And I have some other things I need to get done as well. So that's what I'm going to spend the rest of my day on. What time is it? Yeah, and I need to put on, we're going to have a duck on the rotisserie on the barbecue for dinner tonight, and I'm the one who has to cook it. So I need to do that. Fingerprint in a lacquer. Yeah, probably right. But anyways, guys, thank you for stopping by and being part of this stream. So it's actually pretty cool, and I enjoyed it. You'll have a good day. Be good to the world. The world will be good to you. Stay for the music. Peace out, and I will see you next time. Northern winds blow, stands a craftsman where the tall timbers grow, with a chisel like a warrior's spear. Every cut brings the old world near. Hear the Aster in the turning tree, Odin whispering, let creation be. From the north, let the shavings fly, under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive, Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Of the Viking tribes.
From the north, let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Raise your meat to the maker's hand, to the craft and the clan of the northern land. Every bowl is a saga born, carved from dusk and shape till morn. From the halls of the gods let the echoes ring of the wood-turning warrior and the stories he brings. Let the world hear the call from the workshop flame, Benjamin Winkle, another name. From the north let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the